Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Trevor Oliver with Putnam Weather and More, and I'm here to give you the latest weather info and news for Putnam County. But before I do so, let's discuss the tropics. The National Hurricane Center doesn't expect any tropical developments within the next 7 days, so we're in the clear for now. But do keep in mind that we're still in the beginning stages of our hurricane season, and our chances for tropical systems will only increase as we head into August and especially September. While there's a lull in the activity, prepare. While we don't have any tropical systems to pose threats to us, uh, we'll still have impactful weather in the coming days, mostly in the form of high heat. In fact, the National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory for Putnam County that's supposed to last until 6 p.m. this evening. But for right now, it is 93 degrees in Palatka, and that's expected to rise to a high of 95 and then drop to a low of 74. And the probability of precipitation is 30%. And going into this weekend, the highs will only increase. This weekend, the highs will be in the upper 90s, and those chances for precipitation will continue to be low. So I expect high heat to be the greatest threat this weekend. If you have any plans to go outdoors this weekend, or you work outdoors, make sure you plan accordingly. Wear light clothing, wear hats, and pack plenty of water. And if you feel overheated, find a shady tree to sit under and just continue to drink water. Luckily, um, from today onward, the lows will be in the low to mid 70s, quite comfortable. So you have that to look forward to. And yeah, if you have a dog, or you like to go on leisurely strolls, uh, plan to do that in the evening and nighttime when it is cooler. On Monday, the heat will be high heat will also be a hazard, but so will thunderstorms. Starting Monday, our chances for precipitation will increase to about 60%, and it'll increase to 70 on Tuesday, and that'll remain into Wednesday. And on Tuesday, starting Tuesday, the highs will decrease on Tuesday, and Wednesday the highs will be in the low to mid 90s. So you have that to look forward to. And now looking at East Palatka, it is also 93 degrees, but that's expected to rise to a high of 96 and a low of 74. The probability of precipitation is also 30% there. And as with Palatka, that 30% chance will remain into this weekend. And the highs this weekend will also be in the upper 90s, and making high heat the greatest threat um, for the weekend. And on Monday, again, high heat will be a threat, but so will thunderstorms. On Monday, that chance of precipitation will be 60%, and that'll rise to 70% on Tuesday and remain that way into Wednesday. And on Tuesday and Wednesday, the highs will be in the low to mid 90s, and um, today and beyond, the lows will again be in the low to mid 70s. Now looking at Crescent City, it is 91 degrees, and that'll rise to a high of 93 degrees and a low and then drop to a low of 75 degrees. And would you look at that? A higher probability of precipitation for Crescent City, 60%. So you'll have some relief from that high heat, thanks to showers and thunderstorms. And I should say, if you hear thunders, go indoors. I'm sure you've heard that many times, but it's great advice. And unfortunately, that chance for precipitation will drop as we go into this weekend will drop to about 20%, and that 20% chance will remain for much of the weekend. And so high heat will be the greatest threat to y'all in Crescent City. This weekend, the highs will be in the low to mid 90s. Well, in the mid 90s, pardon me. And on Monday, the high will be at its highest, around 96. And on that day, thunderstorm chances will also be greater. Um, and those chances for thunderstorms will increase into Tuesday. It'll increase to about 60%, and that 60% chance will be there on Wednesday as well. And um, it's similar to the other locations. The highs will decrease on starting Tuesday, and keep decreasing into Wednesday. And again, lows will be in the low to mid 70s today and beyond. And finally, in Interlaken, the temperature is 93 degrees, and that'll rise to about 95 degrees and then drop to 74 degrees. And there's a 40% chance for precipitation in Interlaken, a little bit higher than in Palatka and East Palatka, but lower than Crescent City. And so high heat will be the greatest threat, and it will continue to be that way into the weekend. This weekend, the highs will be in the upper 90s, and the high will also be in the upper 90s on Monday, but then drop Tuesday and Wednesday. And regarding the chances for precipitation, Saturday and beyond, it'll decrease and then increase starting Monday. On Monday, it'll be 60% and then rise to 80% on Tuesday. And the chance for precipitation will also be 80% on Wednesday. And sorry, I'm hearing something. What is that? Is that the presidential motorcade? The four horsemen of the apocalypse? No, it's food trucks. They're coming to Wallaka for Food Truck Friday, which starts at 5:30 this evening and then lasts until 8:30. Now, where is it exactly? It's at 1051 Elm Street, and again, Wallaka, Florida. Bring your appetites, bring your family, friends, bring doggy bags, and enjoy some good food truck fare. Thank you so much for listening. This has been meteorologist Trevor Oliver with Putnam Weather and More. Have a great day.